I'm here with the artist for the current run of Daredevil and the wonderful Marvel mythos, Paolo Rivera. How are you doing today, sir?
Just fine, thank you.
How did you first get into doing art for comics?
It's something I always wanted to do, and I went to conventions just like this one when I was in high school, and I met a writer there, Jim Kruger, and ended up doing some work for him throughout college, and then he is the one who got me in contact with Marvel. I've been working with them ever since.
Which comics influenced you while growing up?
I was a huge fan of Alex Ross when I was in high school, and so I would buy everything and anything that he did. So I've always been the kind of fan who doesn't really, I mean, obviously I do have my favorite characters, but I really follow my favorite creators. So I would just kind of do, I would read whatever they were working on, and I tended to follow artists more than writers, although, I'm a big fan of a lot of writers as well.
Your artwork is some of my personal favorites in comics. How did you decide that your style was for you?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, when I first started out, I was very worried that my style looked like other people's styles. I think everyone has that worry when they start out. But eventually you just kind of, you work. Some people like what you do, other people don't. It's a combination of what you're able to do in order to hit the deadline and what you're happy with in terms of letting your work go out on its own. It's still an ongoing process, and I'm not even sure if I'm finished developing at this point.
I found that your art is some of the best in the industry. Was it hard to paint a whole comic?
Oh yeah, extremely hard. So hard that I don't really do it anymore. The last fully painted comic I did was Captain America of the Mythos series, and I haven't really painted anything since except for covers, and even those I don't really do so much anymore. Now I limit my painted work to mostly commissions, personal commissions.
Your painted works are so good that they could be distributed on a gallery wall. Have you ever thought about having a gallery exposition with superhero-inspired works?
I've been part of some gallery expositions that are like that at the Society of Illustrators and various other places. It just kind of depends, on if the opportunity arises. It's not something that I seek out, but it is something that I participate in if they ask.
You've kept your painting to covers mostly in the recent years. Do you think you will ever return to painting a whole comic?
Probably not. Short answer, probably not. I mean, I've thought about it. If I ever do, it'll be for my own work, or it'll be for a very, very short story, but nothing longer than one issue.
I know a lot of people will be sad about that.
Myself included. I mean, I love painted artwork, but it just in terms of how much time it takes, it really isn't worth it because there's so much more you could be doing if you're just doing traditional artwork, pencils, inks, and colors.
Well, thank you very much for talking with us today, and I hope you have a wonderful Comic-Con.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.